Hello, people. Hello, world. How is everybody doing tonight? Doing an impromptu stream for no reason. Well, really, because it's Friday night. How's it going there, Jeff? How's it going there, Moki Momo? DTA, how's it going, people? Tony Starr, Comp Troop, Doomslayer, Dank Starscream. Diadolos, I'm gonna mess that up. Decade Convoy, Trans Theories, Mama Jama, Sisterhood of Spiffs and Riffs, Gabriel Gonzo, High Musician. What's going on, people? I'm trying to rattle as many names as I possibly can, but they're gonna go by too fast. And I'm just chilling out and having a good chill stream. Just to say what's up for a little bit. Talk to you guys, maybe talk to you guys about some Transformers stuff. Some stuff that's cool, some stuff that's I'll be seeing tomorrow, which you can see here on the screen. I will be going to NJCC tomorrow. Only tomorrow. I know it's a 2-day event, but it's just a small little convention. But I think it's a small convention, but just just to see what's going on there. But I know that TFW 2005 is doing some stuff there, so I figure that would be pretty cool. Wanted to talk about this thing right here, the Bumblebee promo VHS cassette. You got a Cherry Hill out there? Yeah, out here in Jersey. The VHS cassette is a thing that I talked about in yesterday's video. But it turns out that the actual VHS cassette is not for sale. Just saw that. Okay, congratulations there, Decade Convoy, going to be a dad. But this was sent out as a promo to some people who were close to the film. Thank you very much there, Diego Rules. But yeah, something pretty cool. I thought that they were actually like selling these as like promotional items, like you can get it if you only got like a certain version of the film or something like that. But turns out that no, they were giving this to out to like people who like worked on the movie, and people like Sabertron and TFW 2005 all got VHS copies of Bumblebee. And it would have been cool if it actually was it was a legit thing, but it's not. Like, in other words, it's not being sold. But yeah, still cool nonetheless. So what's going on there, everybody? I'm gonna start looking at some of the comments here. We got Sean Bateman. Going to do a sequel to B, or are they going to back to Bay? Oh, well, that's the other thing that I wanted to talk about. Was this bit of news that Paramount is not working on a sequel for Transformers: The Last Knight. Yeah, that's where we are right now. They're not working on a sequel for The Last Knight. And according to Lorenzo di Bonaventura, he says he wanted Michael Bay to come back, but he knows that he's done after The Last Knight, and they don't think that they can continue on with a script after that. Well, I wanted to give you guys some of my thoughts about this because, you know, I've seen a lot of people up in arms about this guy. And a lot of people are like flipping out and screaming and yelling and, you know, saying like, hey, and I get it. Some people are really upset because, like, we don't want to see more Michael Bay films, or I want to see how the Michael Bay films continue, or I want to see, and it's a left and a right. It's like, you know, where are we going with this? Well, here's what I honestly think is happening. First of all, they're not going to continue on with the story left off with Transformers: The Last Knight. If you think about it, without Quintessa showing up at the end of the movie, technically The Last Knight was kind of an ending of sorts, because most of the world's destroyed at the end of Transformers: The Last Knight. So they really couldn't go anywhere with it, and they didn't know where to go with it. And I think that's the problem they ran into. And Beast Wars would be too expensive. And Lorenzo is a producer. So his job is to like oversee the production of the movie. His job is not necessarily to direct. His job is not necessarily to write a script. His job is to oversee it and get investors involved. His job is to get investors involved with his job is to get investors involved to try and get more people to see the movie. So that being said, I'm not as angry as some people are with Lorenzo. You know what I mean? So I get where people's anger is, because some people are upset that they want to see how The Last Night is going to continue. Some people want to see a Transformers 6. And some people want to see, just a complete reboot. Some people believe that Bumblebee is where they're going to continue with it. And, all right, I think I'm going to have to, start hiding, these a little too much here in the comment section here. I appreciate that, guys. Yes, I'm going to be watching WrestleMania, but I'm not as angry with him as some people think. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that he was talking to a Japanese magazine, and the magazine was then translating his English into Japanese, and then that Japanese was translated from that Japanese to English, and so something got lost along the way with where they were going with the movies. So people are saying, "Oh, he needs to shut up" and stuff. And I'm not so angry with him as other people, so to speak. What I am more so upset is that they don't know what direction to go with the movies. They don't. They really don't. They don't know where they want to go. And that's where I'm more upset, because, we just got, first of all, I want to thank Larkin's Lair. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, definitely check out Larkin's Lair, because he gifted me Bumblebee on Blu-ray. Yesterday, after my video, when I said I didn't have the funds for it. So I went and got it, and I had got my daughter, and we went in the car and went to Best Buy and had to buy Bumblebee, and it was definitely fun to do that. But anyway, I think that what we should really see happen with the next Transformers movie, personally, if you're not going to write a sequel to Bumblebee, then they need to get people who care about Transformers involved in the script writing. People who care about the brand all the way back from G1. And people who are good storytellers involved, and be able to come together and make a good, cohesive story that tells the best tales of Transformers in a movie. And whereas Bumblebee didn't have as much action, and the Bayformers had way too many explosions and no story and no substance, the next movie should be a good cross between that, where there's enough action to satisfy the explosion-heavy person, and should, feel, you should care about the characters more like you care about Bumblebee. Now, chronological wise to Bumblebee should honestly be the next blockbuster story film. That would make sense. That would make sense if they did make a sequel to Bumblebee. Personally, I think that because of the way that Bumblebee was written, I think it might better serve as a Bumblebee might be better to serve as either a spin-off or a prequel, like a prequel that doesn't line up with the Bay films, or just a spin-off film, and then they can just do like their own story of Transformers coming to Earth with big teams and stuff. But I don't think that the reason why they don't know where to go with it is because it's 2019 and the next movie probably won't come out until 2021. And by that point, that, you know, then I think people who will actually care about Transformers will be more interested in seeing another Transformers film. Because, I mean, you think about it, it was 2009 was the second film, so it was 2 years after. 2011 was Dark of the Moon. 2014, I want to say, was, or 2013 was Age of Extinction. And then 2016, yeah, but Better as a spin-off. Think Optimus movie should truly start the next universe. Don't think this hard. They're overthinking the movie stuff. Well, it's because they have a franchise on their hands that they don't know where to go with. You know, they could do something more in line with the you know, Dark Knight trilogy. You know, where Batman Begins is kind of like a brand new beginning. But that is pretty much what the Bumblebee movie is. The Bumblebee movie feels like it's like a new beginning, being told in a similar fashion to, like, it has, like, Batman Begins has elements of Michael Keaton's Batman. Elements. Not everything, just elements. But then it draws a lot more from the comics. But, you know, Bumblebee kind of draws a lot of elements from Michael Bay's Transformers, and yet at the same time draws more from G1 Transformers. I want G1. I want, you know, like, that's something that I'll always want. And I know that they'll never go back to and really make a G1 centric Transformers film. But they have to make something that makes Transformers fans in general happy and makes general audiences happy too. So, you know, I don't think Transformers fans are as volatile in a sense when it comes down to other franchises. Yes, I have seen the Joker trailer. I did my reaction on my Rodimus Talks YouTube channel, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't so impressed with it. I wasn't so impressed with the Joker trailer. I really want a G1 movie with the old animation. Yeah, that would be great too. I hope the next movie will have Blaster versus Soundwave. Maybe if I can get, you know, one of these scripts ready to go. Like, I have a script started for, I have a script started for Soundwave and Blaster, and I have a script started for G2 and Wheeljack and a Prowl and Galvatron, a part 2 to Rodimus Prime. So I have a lot of scripts like made for like more Transformers videos, but I just got to actually finish them. I want a restraining order. See, we need a script writer and a director who we need script writers and directors who are Transformers fans. That's what we need. Lorenzo Di Bonaventura, his job is a producer. He is one of many producers on set for Transformers. Yes, I am watching WrestleMania this weekend. I am going going to a friend's house to go see it. So like I don't have like a deep seething hatred for Lorenzo Di Bonaventura. I just think that he just needs to find people who truly like Transformers. Like Travis Knight was a director who loved Transformers. You know, the screenwriter for Bumblebee, she was more of a storyteller and not really, she just kind of like knew about Transformers, wasn't really a fan of Transformers, but Travis Knight was. And that is why there were so many G1 elements added into the movie. When my kid is 7, we'll show him or her Bumblebee movie, and maybe then they're 9. Okay. Travis Knight and Bob Budiansky. Yeah, bring Bob Budiansky to do or Nelson Shin. Well, Nelson Shin was all about color. Yes, that's why he was his gets directing credits for the Transformers film. I want more Shockwave and Soundwave. Yeah, we'll get John Bailey to continue doing the voice. It'll be great. How's it going there, Patrick? Or am I going to remake? You know, I was asking that question is because I know I need to get more content up on the channel. And, you know, I've got my second channel up now, my Rodimus Primal Talks, which if you guys are not subscribed to that channel and you want to see me talking about stuff like Godzilla and Joker and Marvel and Star Wars and stuff like that, a little bit more where this channel, I try to stay focused on Transformers, then go subscribe to my second channel. It will help me out considerably. Go ahead and watch my videos. You might see me rant a little bit. Want to see Ultra Magnus show up. Yeah. But I'll continue to plug my second channel because I need to get that second channel up to at least 1,000 subs. And I also have a Godzilla versus King Kong versus Godzilla review that I am working on for the second channel. In addition to script writing my my next Transformers discussion and going to a convention this weekend. And going to have to read that comment. I regret picking up Siege Hound instead of a Godzilla figure. Aw, well, you could have picked up both. What would Ultra Magnus and Michael Bay's Transformers be like? Imagine Sentinel Prime, but blue. I think that the yellow bot that in the original trailer for Dark of the Moon was supposed to be Ultra Magnus, and they turned it to Sentinel Prime. Thoughts on Chikara Pro? That's the Luchadors indies, right? That and full of unneeded product placement. Yeah, the Michael Bay films are full of unneeded Okay. I had to hide your comments because all you're doing is telling me that you know what I look like. So yeah, not dealing with that. Michael Bay Ultra Magnus would be basically Autobot Starscream, pretty much. How many fan fiction did Megatron did Lugnut write? For the glory of Megatron. For the glory of Megatron, right? How's it going there, Noah? LOL, hot and needed product placement for sure. Yeah, lots of product placement in the movies. Who would I like to have voiced Hot Rod in future Transformers movies? Bring in, I don't know. You see, the thing is like there's so much good voice talent out there. I just don't think that like Judd Nelson. I don't know. Like I didn't feel him in the Prime Wars trilogy, so like I'm kind of like on the fence about like bringing him back. As much as I liked him in the original '86 movie, you know, but for Hot Rod, you know, somebody maybe who's like you know, you just have to basically find a good voice actor there. I was going there, Thundercracker the writer. I see Hot Rod as Andy Samberg. I don't know who that is. How's it going there, John Beekman? I saw you use some of my jazz videos from the... no, actually, that came from my own. War for Cybertron? No, for the jazz video, that was all from my own gameplay. I have a tough question here. I'm trying to get the stop motion viewing channel. Any word of advice you have to start a good channel with Transformers content? Be consistent. Make videos as much as you can and just start. Really the best advice I can give you. Do you think Megatron have a father and son relationship? No. More like a tyrant and a subordinate relationship. Which Seeker besides Starscream gets the most characterization in Transformers in general? Thundercracker, Skywarp, Coneheads. I hate... Of course you do, Dank Starscream. Gotta go back in character, right? Acknowledge Eureka. I can hear you stomping on the ground downstairs. I need more femcons. Female, yes, we do need more female Decepticons. Definitely could use more female. You know why? Because it would help out with the favorite member of the Coneheads. Thrust. Definitely Thrust. You're not stomping. Well, of course not. You gotta keep the kids asleep. Do I think there is a Siege Bumblebee because there is enough of Bumblebee already? I hope so. I hope to get a Saucer Bumblebee and a boxy Wheeljack in the Siege line. That would be great. So, how do you do there, Boom the Creeper? Titans in Bayverse, wonder what would be like. A bunch of metal jammed together, and then called a Titan of some sort. Well, it was good having you, Alvacron. Alright, guys, calm down, calm down. What do you think of Transformers 7 fan film that ends with the destruction of Michael Bay currently in writing? I wouldn't mind seeing Unicron wake up. Since Cybertron is technically dead, Unicron would basically wake up and eat both, you know, destroy the Earth in transforming, and then destroy Unicron, and then eat the entire Bayverse. That's probably what would happen after the last night. So, that's just my opinion. Since Cybertron is dead, and there is no way to destroy Unicron otherwise, you know, since the Earth is Unicron in the Bayverse, they don't have, well, they have space bridge technology. Well, I think that Primus would wake up to defeat Unicron after the Bayformers are gone. I don't think so, because Unicron has eaten 20-something% of the known Transformers multiverse. So I'm wrong on the I can't quite figure out the number, but you know what? It's time to look that up. Let's bring up the TF Wiki, shall we? Unicron has 22.56% of known universes. So all of the Transformers universes, Unicron has devoured 22.56%. So there is your answer about what happens to Bayverse after Transformers the Last Night. Since Cybertron is a dead planet in that universe. Have I watched ASDF movie on YouTube? No. If they introduce Skywarp... Alright. Here's what they need to do with as far as like the live action films. They need to get Transformers characters right. They need to add, like, they need to have like Megatron, Soundwave, Starscream, the Seekers, you know, and the cassettes on one side. Have Optimus, Bumblebee, Wheeljack, Ironhide, Ratchet, Prowl, Brawn, you know, have RC, have you know, all of them on the other side, and have them duke it out, have the Decepticons be defeated and have to retreat at the end of the movie. Let that be the movie. You know? I mean, if they want to do a live action film, I mean, like, don't kill the bad guys and let the Decepticons, you know, run free. Like, they need to escape and return to fight another day, because, you know, or make something that causes the Decepticons to be able to retreat so that, you know, the next movie can continue. Not going to work, Blaster. We need Slipstream. Yeah, we can add Slipstream. We probably, you know, they've added quite a bit to Cyberverse, that's for sure. Make Jazz a main character again. Yeah, that's Snow Fair. We need to see Chromia and Elita 1 in future films. That would be cool. That would be cool. Send you first copy of movies. G1 has the best designs. Yes, it does. Let's see. I will see you. No. Rose, cape, and crown for the coronation. Dinobots. We need Dinobots that like actually like talk. I didn't like the fact they didn't talk in the Age of Extinction. There's so many things wrong with the Bayverse. It's not even funny. I'm so glad that, you know, that in a way the Bayverse is pretty much done. Oh yeah. Anybody seen this yet? The new armored up Cyberverse toys, with Skybite being probably the one to get if you guys want a Skybite. So let me ask this question for you guys, because I figure I'm going to start shooting some questions at you, you guys, and you guys can answer for me. What would you like to see next as far as a Transformers discussion, since the goal of Transformers discussions really is to try and find a continuity hole within a Transformers series or movie, or you know, I always usually shoot for G1 because that's usually my thing, but I will go for other franchises because I've got a bunch that I can go with, and I'm just kind of like asking you guys what you'd like to say. You know, if I covered Soundwave, what would be a continuity flub that I can talk about with him? With Blaster, you know, how come they never make him anything more than a Soundwave repaint and modern toys, or a remold? With Prowl, I can go with the Headmaster's appearance. I can talk about Chip Chase. If I talk about you want an RC retrospective video, so you want me to focus on RC instead of just like in general female Transformers, right? How Scourge was able to use the power of the Matrix. Oh, okay. So in other words, I would talk about in other words, that would be something I can go into further detail. You know, focus on Sideswipe. Well, what's wrong with Sideswipe continuity wise? Warpath, kabam, papow. Future video of your thoughts on how to blend Transformers Prime and G1. More. Oh, there's a video that I could do. I could do why War for Cybertron. Why do fans still think that War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron are prequels to G1? You know, when in reality they're part of the Align continuity, because that's something that, you know, people always like believe. What's up with the Unicron trilogy Sideways? That's probably a good one to talk about. You know, if I just go into the character of Sideways, you know, just getting some ideas from everybody. I want to see me do a discussion on Fistatron. What? About Fisto from Masters of the Universe. Can I talk about Transformers timelines? Top 10 worst humans. Why did minicons exist to collect them all? Why did Transformers combine so horribly in the Cybertron trilogy? Well, specifically in Energon, right? What happened to the Minibots? Transformers to me is G1 Armada. I do a retrospective, you know, be cool. The Bumblebee movie. Whatever, only appear in one live action movie. Well, technically Devastator was killed, right? At the end of Revenge of the Fallen. How did Optimus Prime end up Transformers Cybertron in the first place? Yeah, no. I thought G1 reissue Soundwave tonight at Wally World. Apparently they did put it early. $70 comes with the birds. So he comes with Soundwave N. I mean, so he comes with Buzzsaw and Laserbeak. Also, okay, yeah. Could you do a discussion on what went wrong with Bayverse and Bumblebee? I could talk about that. What do I think about Armada? Do I like it? Parts of it. Parts of it. Buzzsaw needs more love. Yeah. Have I ever done videos about Transformers video games? War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron are actually the prequels to Transformers Prime. You know, Transformers Prime takes place, like, is the, like, what was supposed to be in the modern day, and Before Earth is the Cybertron games. So G1 is better than Armada, well, that's for sure. That's for darn sure. Armada had good moments. Energon was, like, it started okay and then just took this hard nosedive. Yeah, my Walmarts definitely stink. Every time I go there, they literally have like 2 pegs for Transformers. That's all they ever have. They don't really stock Transformers at my local Walmart. So, do a video on why Diamond Bolt loves Soundwave, or maybe we could do a video about why Diamond Bolt doesn't do, you know, is no longer a Transformer. Well, I don't know if he's still a Transformers fan. That's just his thing. You know, if he's not if he's just not into it, he's not into it. It's cool. What was the worst Transformer series in my opinion? Energon? Either that or the some part like the Prime Wars trilogy was pretty bad. Then there is like those like one-shot things that that I've seen out there. A lot of people say Beast Machines was the worst, but Beast Machines is not as bad as people make it out to be. I just don't like the ending of Beast Machines. Really don't like the ending to Beast Machine. Toy stores in Fresno, California suck because they don't have much in terms of new toys. Tulsa, Impulse Buy, we don't... It's fun. Unfortunate that Diamond Bolt decided not to do That's his thing, though. If he's just not into it, it's like he wore himself out with the content, you know. So he got sick of Transformers. I've been a Transformers fan since like day one, like since I was a little kid. And you know, there were moments where I almost walked away from Transformers, but like I never like Transformers has always been like my franchise, like the thing that I like the most. I mean, yeah, I'm wearing like a Doctor Who shirt, and I'm into like things like Marvel and Star Wars and you know that thing. But there were moments where I've almost walked away from Transformers. Like pretty much at the end of Beast Machines, I was ready to walk away from Transformers. At the end of Cybertron, I was ready to walk away from Transformers. Was Unicron Trilogy just burned me out. At the end of G2, I was ready to walk away from Transformers. You know, there was even a moment, like even like recently, like after the last night, and after hearing about the IDW comics and the cartoons not being so good, you know, and Robots in Disguise not being so great, it was like, you know, maybe Transformers might be dying, but it seems like they've hit the reset button in a good way, that a lot of people are really excited about Transformers again, and I think that's a good thing. You know, some people might not come back. Some people have grown out of Transformers, and that will happen. You know, but then there's going to be more people who are going to come into Transformers. So, and that's just something that, like, you know, people are, you know, take care, Decade Convoy. That's just something that people are going to be, you know, dealing with. It's just like, you know, you're into Transformers for a time, or you're a Transformers fan for life. I'm a Transformers fan for life. You know, there are going to be moments where I'm like, you know, I might ready to walk away or something like that. But, you know, other people might be, other people might be more inclined to walk away from the franchise altogether. But I've been been a fan since '84, so I don't think I'm going anywhere. But I think because I've been a fan since '84, is probably why I'm such a stickler for G1. Oh yeah, this is a big thing. I talked about this yesterday on my channel, right? Was that Generation Select's Star Convoy is now available. You can actually buy it off a Hasbro Pulse website and get it shipped to you in the US, you know, which is pretty cool if you do want Star Convoy. It looks at Bayverse, looks at Bumblebee movie. Well, yeah, because things hit the reset button. It is what it is. Hey Roddy, we'll take it to our grave. Yeah, we're Transformers fans for life. You know, we transform like Optimus Prime. I can't do a good DMX impression. I'm not gonna try. You want that Star Convoy? It looks really, really cool. The smaller robot looks like Action Master Optimus, so that makes it really, really cool in my eyes. So I was going there, Train Garrow in. Want me to get Transformers '86 movie. I used to watch it on DVD over and over. Let's see. I got in front of me. Well, first of all, in front of me, I have King Kong versus Godzilla, the American version and the Japanese version. But I also got signed by the Nakajima, I think his last name was. This was the guy who was in the Godzilla suit. Was the original, 54 Godzilla. But over here, I have got Transformers the movie on Blu-ray. I have the 20th anniversary DVD. And I've got the Rhino DVD, which has the classic cover. So, I have 3 copies of the '86 movie. So, I had to show off that. Can't stop watching the G1 movie because apparently I keep crying when Optimus and Starscream die. I get goosebumps when Rodimus Prime, when it says, is Transformers a waste of money? If you enjoy it, it's up to you. Someone thinks it's a waste of money. It's a waste of money to them, but not to you. If you love Transformers, then that's your thing. You enjoy it, and it is what it is. Jet Jaguar. What happened to Jet Jaguar? Probably just protected that family, because he's just a robot, right? Like an Ultraman copy. So, I mean, if Transformers are some people think Transformers are a waste of money. I don't think so. I got my Rodimus Prime right here. And Hot Rod did nothing wrong. He was trying to do the right thing. And it was Megatron who pulled the trigger on poor Optimus. Megatron was... When Godzilla faced a true nemesis again, which is Perry Mason. The thing about Transformers, it's not so much a waste of money, it's just that it cost quite a bit of money to buy Transformers. Hey Rod, so there's one figure you would want Hasbro to make for the Siege toy line. I want to see Wheeljack. I want to see a Cybertron mode Wheeljack toy. Are the Voct and the Quintessons the same species? No. Do I think the Combiners from Combiner Wars could use an update? Well, I think the Combiner Wars are like the toys are what they are, but the TV show, you know what? I do want to see Jazz because we did see his Cybertronian mode. Anybody who we saw Cybertronian mode in the More Than Meets the Eye pilot should have a Siege toy line, or should show up in the Siege toy line. I think so. If I can let one of the Autobots who died in the 80s movie live, I've had a choice of which Autobot who died in the 86 movie and could come back to life. So he didn't die. Wheeljack. Definitely Wheeljack. This is the end of the road, Galvatron. Would do Ironhide and Ratchet. Well, I think they already are doing Ratchet in the Siege toy line. Ravage, Eject. I want to see Buzzsaw, and I want to see Rumble and Frenzy. And I would like to see them like really troll people and release like a blue Rumble and a red Frenzy, and then, you know, do another, like do a variant, like you can get like one per case, the opposite. So it would be like you can buy both. You know, the actual the only difference between which one you buy is that would be really cool. Have a Rumble and Frenzy 2-pack and have it say Rumble and Frenzy, and the packaging is different. So like one box will, like one card will say Rumble, and one will say Frenzy, and the other one will say Frenzy and Rumble, but it'll be the same toys lined up in the actual packaging. I think that would be pretty cool. Just to like mess with people. How's it going there, Dan? Hope the Quintessons get new toys. I hope the Quintesson get, oh yeah, that's right. I do get the lamppost Cybertron. Yeah, I want to get the Soundwave, but I would like to see it without the battle damage. No way you love Beast Machines? I do have Beast Machines over there. Yeah, I got Beast Machines in my casing over there. I pretty much have every Transformers series that's been released on disc. I have. So I don't have both Robots in Disguise because I don't think either one has been released. But yeah. Have I watched Stu Adams' knockoff beatdowns? I don't think so. Congrats on getting to 40K. Thanks a lot. Dog ate your G1 Mirage. That sucks. You know what it really needs besides wreckers? Well, they are doing Springer, so technically he's a wrecker. You think Stripes get a look after they snubbed him from the 84 movie? I don't think so. Weird 2001 got released in the UK. Did not get released here in the US. Oh, yeah, that's right. Do you want a Godzilla Transformers crossover? I think it's something that's better left like to the imagination. Impactor Siege. Well, they are doing Siege and they are doing Impactor with the in the Siege toy line. So yeah, they are doing wreckers. Have I seen Gun Kid toy from Brave Dragon Super Megatron? Never gotten now. No, I have not. You guys are going crazy. Love Impactor. I want him badly. So I'm just starting to read. Like I've only skimmed through the UK stuff, I'll admit, and I'm reading through the UK stuff now, so I can get a better grasp on like what it is that people really love about the UK stories. Like I had to skim through a lot or read a lot for the UK stuff for the different videos I've done, but I want to like actually like sit down and like read like UK Furman Galvatron, because apparently he's nuts, and from what I've seen, he's nuts. But I mean, I do love season 3 Galvatron. I think a little bit more from what I've seen. Need a Siege Galvatron? No, I wouldn't say a Siege Galvatron, because I don't want that, like, Megatron and Galvatron are not supposed to be separate entities. I never liked the idea. Yeah, you need to get 3 reflectors in order to make the camera. Is Gamera a part of the Godzilla universe? No. Nope, they're not together. They're not in the same universe. Season 3 Galvatron I like the best. Just because I love how crazy he is, and I love that he'll just straight up punch anyone. He'll shoot anyone. He'll kill anyone. Like, Season 3 Galvatron is crazy, so crazy that, like, you know. But then again, after Web World, he like started getting his mind back. You know, so that was fun. But yeah. At this point, guys, I am going to call it for this stream. I have had fun talking to you all. It has definitely been fun. I am now going to do a stream on another place that I am going to... I'm going to leave a comment here in the comments. It's not necessarily a link, but it is the channel you can find me on once I sign off in about a moment. So I am going to call it. And if you guys want to join me over there, I'm going to be playing some Final Fantasy IV. So, good night, guys. Till all are one.